Today we're starting off the episode with a cold drive to Edson, Alberta and Apex Predator Brewing.
It's a bit of a drive to get here, but we're at Apex Predator Brewing today. Let's go in and see Andrew and the boys and see what they're up to. Hey, Andrew,
Jeff,
how's it going?
how you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, buddy.
It's been a while.
It has been, yes, absolutely.
Last time I was here, it wasn't snowing. Have the boys started cooking this morning already?
Yeah, we started around 7 a.m. this morning. So,
yeah. So what stage are you at? What have you done so far?
we finished mashing in. So actually, we're just transferring over to Lauderton right now.
Already?
Yeah,
all right, good.
Absolutely.
All the work's done before I even get here. I like this.
Yeah, just like the last collaboration.
Exactly.
Actually.
We show up right when the work's half done. It's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's go see what they're up to.
Sounds good.
I see these guys drive forklifts just like Grant and Mike do.
From Apex Predator Brewing, we're off to a true Canadian event, a Caesar competition.
So this is the 7th year of the Edmonton's Best Caesar in Town competition. So we started this competition kind of with 3 clubs in Edmonton competing to really at one point just be have bragging rights for Edmonton having the best Caesar in town. And we were working with Ware Magazine back in those days.
Yeah.
Progressively, what's happened is, as you know, the Caesar is Canada's national cocktail, as declared by our government. We've got our National Caesar Day that happens now before the May long weekend, the Thursday before. So with that, is growth has happened, and now we have people going off to Toronto to compete for the Best Caesar in Canada competition.
Fantastic.
So that's where this has kind of evolved to. So we have regional competitions in Calgary, where the winners from today are going to be sent off to, and then from there, they're going to be sent off to Toronto to compete for the bragging rights for the Caesar.
And this year is the 50th anniversary of the invention of the Caesar in Calgary. At the Westin Hotel. You bet.
So we really want to see in Edmonton, if anything, be sent to Toronto. We want the West represented, and we definitely want to see a winner coming out.
So who
are
some of the teams that are entered here today? You said you got about a dozen teams, is that right?
Yeah, we do. We have about 12 teams that are in the competition today so far. It's been an exciting event.
Well, thank you for organizing it, and again, thank you for giving us the opportunity to be involved.
No, it's my pleasure.
I think it's a great
we're looking
thing.
forward to it. Yeah, thank you.
Can't wait to get some samples.
Yeah.
Last year, another Leduc restaurant won this thing, actually.
Yeah,
Barney's just down the road from you guys.
Yep, the top 2 spots.
Right from Leduc, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing. So hopefully you can give them a little run for their money this year and get some bragging rights around Leduc, right?
Yeah, we've got the gold coming to us.
All right, I can't wait to taste it, right on. I cannot believe how intense this competition is. There's actually security outside.
It's ridiculous.
And like one of the restaurants on the rocks brought their chef and their kitchen staff. You should see the board they have on here. Everybody has their secret ingredients. There's rules. There's people judging. It's pretty amazing. This is a heated competition here.
I tried to walk around and peek and snoop, and they are tightly guarding their secrets in their Tupperware containers.
Bragging rights means a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's take a break from the action and head on down to a local Leduc business that has an innovative idea for them brief summer months.
We're over at Cng Containers in Nisku on 7th Street. These guys take sea cans and modify them and turn them into all kinds of neat things that you can use. And the reason we're here today is they've started making backyard bars out of shipping containers. We're going to talk to the guys here now. So this is a new project that you're doing here, making mobile backyard bars type of thing?
Yeah, exactly. It's Clayton's idea, my son's Clayton, and it's his idea. We decided to put this together. We want to offer it for events.
Okay, for rental and that sort of thing? Yeah, you bet.
Well, we actually started with a scrap leftover piece of an old 40.
Okay, so this is
cut this end off of the original.
the middle of a 40 then.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Just a scrap piece out of a 40, and then we built in the ends and built the.
You bet, and get some nice paint work done on it, you bet, and some branding. Any refrigeration unit in there or anything like that?
But there is receptacles in there.
So you can put that in, okay. You've done some work on the floor in here too? Bed liner spray, you bet. Places to hang, you've got lots of outlets, lots of lighting, roll shutter to close it down at night if you need to.
Exactly.
I think this is going to be a popular item here.
Yeah, I think so. I really think so too. I think it's super cool.
That's great. Thanks for including us in your demo here. All right, cheers. two teams are squaring off right now. This is like Top Chef. It's pretty crazy. It's our spirits that are up there. There's a London Dry Gin. There's a premium vodka. There's a single malt whiskey. There's our sugar beet rum up there, and there's an overproof ghost rum, white rum, a 151 proof. And I'm not sure who specifically requested that, but each one of these restaurants was able to put in a request for a specific liquor, and we're happy that we actually make everything they asked for. So that was kind of a big deal. So we'll see how they make out. None of them, I think, have used these things before, so
I think it's all new.
we'll see how creative they get. They've only got 5 minutes to do their creation, and this guy has a cooking pot. I don't know what that. I gotta get closer. There's a butane torch involved up here. Unbelievable. I'm not standing by.
Can we go for a closer look?
Ah, ham. That's very nice.
They said the rimmer is maple syrup with crushed hickory sticks.
Very nice. Very nice. So the first heat's complete. The judges are hiding their mouths behind the papers and discussing what they thought, so the contestants don't see what. This is insanely competitive.
I can't believe that the work that they put in on the garnishes, branding, they have poutine with gravy.
Shows you how creative people get when you give them something to work with, right?
Pretty cool. I'm excited to see what comes next.
I'm excited to see the Leduc places compete.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears from Caesars to beers.
Yeah, so the Brewers Breakfast, it's a kind of inside thing.
Okay.
Not a lot of people know what it was. Hell, I didn't even know what it was. I just knew that when I homebrewed, I just started drinking at 10 a.m. when I mashed in. So Brewers Breakfast is actually the wort off of the mash vessel with some bourbon.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all for this.
That's all. That's all it is. And we might have some stashed around here, but it might be just outside the doors in the house, actually.
No problem. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. So we still handbag all of it. So when
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work in a day, and we can get a lot better benefit or cost benefit if we actually go to bulk grain storage.
Yeah.
So we have a grain silo coming from Penner Farm Services in about a week.
How big?
It's a 27 metric ton. So we'll fill that at our current rate. We'll fill that probably 3 to 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Which will save us $20,000 to $30,000 a year.
Have a grain truck show up instead of a pallet with a bunch of bags on it. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it'll auger in. It'll actually go into a weigher in here and then auger into this. So the brewers are very, very happy.
No kidding. No more hand bombing bags.
Yeah.
So after you grind, you're augered in directly into the mash tun?
Yeah, right. Well, not right into the mash tun. Actually, it goes into the hopper just above the vessel.
I see it.
And that hopper above the mash tun also allows us to mill in the night before. So we can do...
So it's already ground, it's sitting there ready to go.
Ready to go. So when they show up at 6 in the mornings, they can start. So on a double brew day, it's anywhere between 12 to 15 hours, depending on the brew that we're doing. Yeah. And so that's 2 brews on this system. So 2 brews on this system will fill one of our 4,000 liter vessels on the far end over there. So on a big brew day, which would be 8,000 liters, which are the ones on the opposite side, we do it over 2 days.
I gotcha.
We could do it over 1 day, but that would be obviously a 24-hour day, and we'd have to have night shift, and we don't need to.
You say you're running a small crew as it is.
That's right. Yeah, we don't need to torture anybody for. The other thing too is actually doing it over 2 days. When we pitch the yeast in the first day, the yeast props up actually, so it actually is kind of ready for.
It's ready to go for the second.
Yeah, it's already built up and multiplied for the next day.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we just have to dump it in. So milled grain goes up into our hopper here. From the hopper, we actually mix it with hot water at a specific temperature, and then it goes into our mash. So we actually circulate and add water while it's dumping in.
While it's going, okay, yeah.
And actually, we're getting...
You get a hot water tank this is feeding off of them?
Yeah. We call it our hot liquor tank, which is, as a home brewer, I've never understood why I call it liquor, because it's just hot water, but it's called a hot liquor tank.
Boys, a little less metal and a little more Caesar.
We're almost ready for the third heat here at the Best Caesar in Town competition, and there's 2 Leduc places up there. We've got Habanero's Restaurant from Leduc. They were the runner-ups last year, and they're going head-to-head with Barney's Restaurant, who were the winners last year. So we're pretty excited to see what happens here. Now that everybody's presented their signature Caesar, the judges are they're deliberating. They got all the paperwork. They're shuffling through all the notes, and they're trying to decide who the top 4 are. And out of these top 4, they got to go into the mystery box and see what the mystery ingredients are. And of those, one person is going to be named Best Caesar in Edmonton. They're going to go on to Calgary during Stampede and compete in Best Caesar in Alberta, and they have an opportunity to go and compete for Best Caesar in Canada. So lots on the line. So it was pretty ruckus in here earlier, but now the room has fallen silent and there's a very serious air about things. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. So River Creek Casino is doing their presentation right now. Everybody's very serious, and the last one to go is Habaneros, so we'll see how they make out. After the hush fell over the crowd, we kind of came to the end of the presentation and the gallery went wild and there was lots of applause. So now the final deliberation is happening with the judges.
They're doing their tallies, they're counting up all the categories.
And, you know, this is a pretty neat thing to be involved with. It came just a quick call about 2 weeks ago. They needed some spirits for it. They looked around at who had the biggest variety of spirits, because some of these people wanted gin, some people wanted vodka, some people wanted whiskey or rum to make their Caesars with, and we were the place that had the biggest variety. So we're very happy to partner with Mott's Clamato and be here at the River Creek Casino, and we hope that this is a relationship that is just budding and continues to grow. I can't wait to see who wins.
Yeah.
And of course that means you guys the first place winner of the 2019 Best Caesar in Town competition.
You made it to the finals again. Yep. Last year you were runner-up. Yep. Did that make you more hungry this year? Oh yeah. Made you want it? Absolutely. You came out, gave 110%? We came out and we were just gunning for gold the whole time. Absolutely. I knew we had a winner when I was tasting the prototypes, shall we say, the bar habaneros. And I just couldn't wait for the day. I did talk to the judges. They did say the vodka made a difference. The road work. It's going to be a tough job. Absolutely. I'd love to see you guys representing for the Canadian Championship. That would be amazing. You know, this is great. Like the Caesar was born in Alberta in 1969, and so was I. Coincidence? No way! I don't think so. Best of luck in the next round. Thank you very much. Yeah, good job. That's a wrap.
A well-deserved win for Los Habaneros. Let's cool off a little bit and hit the slopes.
How are ya? Great. Yeah. Gave him enough time to play around with it.
Always the planner. Looks like Mike brought a special friend with him. Little old Bubba.
Between there, is that right?
Yeah, arm in there. What could go wrong with this plan?
And then now the
Yeah. Not moving as much.
I've seen some crazy ideas in my days, but nothing like this. But I guess a skier's got to ski, a boarder's got to board, and a distiller's got to distill.
I don't know, we're gonna have to talk about that. I might have to take that off. I think that'd be the safest thing to do, really.
Back in the day, we never wore helmets.
Well, we need them here. We'll have to go grab a couple. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Keep us all safe, and that thing's definitely gonna come away.
Well, luckily, some intelligent ideas came to the front, and Bubba was taken off the hill.
And for booze.
We're geared up now. Wipe out for the camera and you weren't even there, man.
Should have been keeping up.
I can't believe all these years we moonshined, never got any trouble or caught, and you got this thing on the ski hill for 5 minutes and already it's confiscated.
Yeah, it was a bit cumbersome on the hill, but it was fun skiing with it. I could go faster.
No kidding. Yeah.
A little bit more weight on it.
Well, we can get some runs in after we have a sip or two.
Right on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, Paul had another look at Bubba, felt a little bad. Took him down the hill for one last run. I am curious to find out what kind of spirit they squeezed out of that fresh mountain air.
Paul, I want to thank you for hosting us on the hill today. I know that our friend Chris Curry has kind of made us meet up over the years here.
Yeah, he's been a great guy to get us all introduced, and it's been really nice meeting you guys and having you out here in Jasper.
Well, I didn't know that you worked on Marmot Ski Hill as well as doing the victim services stuff that you do. So
yeah, I'm really lucky. I get a bit of balance that way. I get to spend time skiing in the winter, and in the summer I'm pretty busy. It's a tourist town, so we're busier in the summer, and that works out well for me in the winter. So
that makes
spend
sense.
A lot of time up here.
Well, you know, next year when you're having your victim services tournament, we'll be ready to donate to you again for sure.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. I mean, the Fairmont and Jasper Park Lodge is such a beautiful spot for our tournament, and you guys just bring it to really a world-class event. We're having a great time at our tournament, and we make good funds with that for our cause. So
for sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. We've had a great time skiing out here today. Thanks again, Paul, for having us out.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. I had a great time making a spectacle with your still today. It was
Can
fun.
you please make sure Mike gets it back, though? That's his little baby, that one.
I kind of like it now, too.
Maybe it's going to live in Jasper now?
I think I can make whiskey.
You could probably put it to good use. All right, let's get this last run in.
Yeah, it'd be good.
All right.
Beautiful day.
I'm here with Max from Jasper Liquor Store and Wine Store. They were nice enough to invite us out to their Whiskey, Wine, and Hops Festival they have out here. It's at the Sawridge this year.
Yep,
How many years have you been having this event, Max?
This is the 10th year we're doing it.
No kidding.
Yeah,
long
absolutely.
time, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And has it grown each year?
Yeah, I first started out doing it in a very small portion of this venue, and the past few years it's maxed out our capacity at about 700 people.
So we're gonna have 700 people in here tonight.
700 people in a town of 5,000.
That's pretty impressive.
Pretty good, yeah.
And how many vendors are gonna be pouring samples like we are tonight?
Over 30, so everything from wine, whiskey, beer, all of it.
A little bit of a variety. And I understand this is a 2-day festival as well, because I had some friends that came to it yesterday too.
Yeah,
right?
we do a bit of, it's kind of a whole weekend thing. Tonight's the big night. Last night was a separate event, but it all kind of warps into one whole weekend.
Was there a little more focus on wine last night?
Last night's all wine. This is a little more of a wider spectrum.
Excellent. Thank you very much for having us out.
Not a problem.
Really
Pleasure.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for carrying Rig Cam.
No sweat.
So we're at the Whiskey Jack restaurant. It's in the Tonquin Inn in Jasper. Our friends John and Dar own this place. We've been trying to support them ever since. So great food, German heritage, Austrian heritage, kind of fusion with Canadian cuisine. They always have really, really unique dishes here. John, how come I don't hear much swearing back here?
How you doing, buddy? Nice seeing you, right? Good.
You got a full house.
Yeah, it's busy right now. You're gonna have to give me a second.
I know, it's fine.
Your stuff. How you guys doing?
We're doing. We had a great day. You bet.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
There you go.
We're gonna have a couple cocktails, and you get through your busy time, and then maybe we'll send Lane back here to help you.
Okay, super. Thanks, guys.
After a delicious meal at Whiskey Jack's, it was back to Apex Predator Brewery. One of the first things we learned from the brewmasters is that beer enjoys heavy metal music while fermenting. Maybe some tests are due back at the distillery and make some honky-tonk whiskey.
It takes us 4 brews on our brew house to fill one of these. So we'll do this over 2 days. It also helps prop the yeast a little bit for the second batch that goes into it. So these ones, this is pretty much always all White Raven all the time. And the other one would be Dead Woodsman. White Raven being our most popular beer is obviously always in the tank, the one that we always have to try and keep up with production. It uses an insane amount of space for us actually, since it's over 50% of our sales. The building was always designed also for expansion, so right now we use this a lot for just storage, and we always knew we were going to have to move this out at some point, but everything is designed so we'll put our second glycol loop in here to add. So this whole side of the wall will also be tanks this size in about 2 more years. We're taking all these products, you know, like, and mashing it together. It's cool. You know, like that's just fun. Yeah. Like, no one would have thought that you could take whiskey and put it in beer and be good, other than a Boilermaker, and those are separate. Every beer we pour, even if it's a clean glass, we rinse it. We also don't cool our glasses. Any craft beer, you always want just room temperature glass. There you go. Anything super cold, you're not going to get the flavors and nuances out of the beer that you want. Dead Woodsman?
Sure, that's easy.
There you go, sir.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very nice. Thank you so much for having us out here today.
Absolutely, it was good to see you again, man.
I'm looking forward to see what this beer tastes like a few months down the road after it's done its
Well,
thing.
based on the taste of your bar and whiskey, it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers. We'll see you.
Cheers, man. We'll see you.
You bet.
Well, it breaks my heart this is the last episode of Season 2 on Still Shots, and it wouldn't be a finale without a look back at some of our favorite explosions from this past season.